Hi, Tina Ketchy Stearns, and this week we're going to talk about what makes you appropriate or not appropriate for hospice care. So last week we talked about 3 common myths. Um, this week we're going to focus on when are you, what is it about, and when is it right to give a call. So if you have a 6-month or less prognosis to end of life and you're no longer seeking a cure, you are appropriate for hospice. Well, who figures that out? Well, the hospice doctor and your doctor both need to sign a form that says, in their best medical educated guess, they both estimate that you're within a 6 months or less window to end of life and you're no longer seeking curative treatment. Nobody knows when people are going to die, but that's their best educated guess. So that begs the question, well, what if 6 months comes and goes and you're still with us? Well, that often happens because when people come in hospice care, their pain and symptoms get managed and they feel better and they want to hang around a little longer. So if 6 months comes and goes and the doctor still thinks you are in a 6-month window to estimated end of life, then the program just rolls forward. I mentioned your doctor and the hospice doctor need to both agree. Let's say that you don't have a doctor. In that case, the hospice doctor is perfectly fine, and that's all that's necessary to enroll you in hospice. Let's say you are in hospice and there's been this new medical discovery or test or some new wonderful research that might be good for you, and you choose to take advantage of that curative treatment. You would be discharged from hospice because you can't be seeking curative treatment while on hospice. But it's absolutely your right. I mean, this is your race to run, and if you want to try out that new medicine, then, or treatment, or whatever it is, if it's considered curative, then you would be discharged from hospice and you would go and seek the treatment, and hopefully it would work, and that would be great. Down the road, at some point, we're all going to get to an end-of-life situation. And so maybe now isn't your time because there's been this great new discovery made, but down the road, when there's a 6-month or less situation and you're not seeking curative treatment, then you could come back on hospice. Who is not appropriate for hospice? People that don't want it. Some people want to seek curative types of measures for a long, long time. So let's say you're diabetic and you're on dialysis. Dialysis is considered a curative treatment. So in order to come on hospice, you would have to stop the dialysis. Well, some people just don't want to do that. And if that's the case, that's great. It's your choice. Some people have cancer and they want to do treatment after treatment after treatment, even if maybe the success rate probably doesn't look real great. If the patient wants to seek that curative treatment, that is your choice, and you go forward and you do that. You just would not be appropriate for hospice. There is no age limit. Young people get sick and die. Older people get sick and die. Everybody of every age can get sick and pass away. So there's no age limit to having hospice involved. I guess the other thing I want to say real quickly this week is when you are in hospice care and your pain and symptoms are managed, we really want you to live that ribbon that says it's about how you live, and gather your family, your friends, do things that you love to do. Consider it your bucket list time. Do things that you love to do while you're still with your family and friends. And talk about the things that you would love to do, and make those happen, and get people to help you figure out how can we pull this off, and talk to your hospice team. And there's very little that they're going to say no to. So just really embrace that time, be present. And if you're a family member or a friend of somebody in hospice care, really take that opportunity to say the things you want to say and make the memories you want to make, and just eke out every moment of joy and togetherness that you possibly can while that friend or loved one is still with us. That's my advice. So again, I hope you're enjoying the early part of 2020, and I'll see you next week.